So a curved deformer and a bone deformer are the same thing. They just move the parts of your drawing a different way. A curved deformer, think of curves, so it's almost like rubber hose animation. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this. We've got two things here. We've got the hand layer and the arm layer. So let me just show you. The arm layer looks like this. You notice that about here I have this rounded area of skin color, and then on my hand I've got the same thing, the hand, and I've got this area of skin color. When you put them together, it looks like they're kind of together like that. And then the hand, you want to make sure you have some different hands here. So I have that hand, I have this kind of splaying of fingers, I've got a fist, I've got pointing, and I've got a thumbs up. And you can do as many hands as you want in here. It's up to you, but you want to make sure you have all the hands that you need. The basic ones, just for the beginning, because you do not have the choice of adding to this. Once you've rigged this up, if you put another hand in here or something, it's hard to kind of fix it. It goes to a different location and things like that. It's really bad. So that's why you want to have all your artwork all ready to go. And so we've got this all ready to go, and I'm going to actually go in here and show you how to put these curves in here. So first of all, you can select your item, kind of like that. You can turn off this animate button, and you want to go up into this area here. It's this little rigging tools. You can click on this, and it says here, this is your rigging tool. It looks like a wrench and a hammer together. So you've got that, and then over here on your timeline it says tool properties. You can see that's the mode it's in right now, but there are other modes here. This is a bone articulation tool mode, and this one over here is a curve mode, and there's some other things here like an envelope mode and a game bone mode, and something else called a freeform mode, which those I'm not going to use at all. I'm just going to go for this automatic mode, okay, just to show you how to automatically set this up. I'll go into this and I'll find out where the pivot point is, and I'll move that pivot point over to here. Okay, so it's going to pivot from the shoulder, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out of that. I'm going to go into my deformation tool here, and what you do is you click and you drag. So you click and then you drag out to about where the elbow is, and you let go. And then you go to the wrist down here and you click and you drag it out like that. And you've already put in these controls now. So if you look at this, if I turn on my transform button, you can see that when I turn this, it curves, you see. And I've got this Bezier handle. I can pull it farther out or sink it down however I want. So we have that, and then we also have this. It controls the arm this way. So you can get a nice rubber hose kind of effect to this. All right. And then also up here is where the you can actually turn this to show you that this is where it would rotate if you need to do that. So let's put it back to normal here. We'll just put that back like that, and it's all set up. So now all I have to do is turn on my hand. So my hand is here, and right now when I move my control, you notice that it doesn't move my hand. So if I move this, it goes away. So I want to make sure that that hand is parented to where it's supposed to be. So what you want to do is you want to go up into here, and you see how its deformation here is affecting the arm. So I'm just gonna, and so here's my hand. So I have to actually click on it and put it in between the deformation and the right, and you see how it lights up like that. I let go, and now it's attached. So now when I go up to my deformation tool and I move it, it moves the hand with it, you see. That's pretty good. I can click here and move it this way, that way. All right. So it's not in the right position though. It's kind of in the middle. So remember, you want to always have your rig set up. So it's, you know, you got shoulder, elbow, arm, or whatever, hand. So here we're just going to click on hand. Actually, we can take the arm and we're going to click on it again, bring it up. And that puts it forward like that. Now you will notice that the ball of the hand color is above my hand color, you see? So that might be some, we might have some trouble with that. So if that's a case, if there's a trouble with that and you need to you want to have that hand above, you can do what's called nudging. So you can click on your hand right here. If you're in a Mac, you would use the Option key. If you're in a PC, you'd use the Alt key. And what you're doing is you're going over to the little keyboard that has the numbers. It's usually by the control on a PC. It's those 4 little arrows. They go up and down or back and forth. So what we're doing is we're going to hold on Alt, and we're pushing the arrow pointed at us. And we do that. First of all, you have to, right now, you notice that I am in this kind of framing. It's red, okay? So it's selecting this area. I don't want it to select that. I want it to select out here. So notice how I jump out here, and now this is red. This line is affecting this area. But if I jump in here, it affects this area. So to do that, you want to make sure before all this happens, go to Preferences. And all you have to do is go over here and make sure that this thing over here, it says Focus on Mouse Enter, is clicked. Okay, so you say okay, and it was. So now I have to do this. I'm just going to put my cursor over here. I'm going to let go over my keyboard, push Alt, and push that arrow key facing me. And you notice, you see that hand just kind of pulled forward there? So that's good. That's where it should be, you see. So all these hands you need to fix up ahead of time because you can't add any new hands once you've got this set up. So this is how it works. You can keyframe things at your deformation, the curve right here. You can keyframe that. So you can put a key by just going keyframe, and then maybe in here on number 5, you put another keyframe. And so this one we're going to change. So we're going to have this kind of, we're going to back it up a little bit like this. Maybe we'll move this one out a little bit this way. Maybe we'll move this one a little, got to get it just right. Got to get that, find that little sweet spot where it does that, and then you can move it like that. So I've already made a key. So now we've kind of moved this over, but you see it hasn't keyed the first part of this. So this is what we didn't do. So I'm having trouble. All right, so we want to put our animate on. We want our that on. And we're just gonna kind of go out here to get that. There we go. We're gonna bring that one back to here. So did that right. So now he's there, then he's there. Okay, so actually we want the opposite of this. So there's different ways of doing this. You can copy that keyframe and paste it over there if you like. You could do that. You can bring that keyframe over here and then take that one and bring that over there. Bring it over there. Bring this one at number 5. That's number 6. But so you can see what's happening now. So basically the hand's moving out this way. And what's happening here is you're seeing I have only 5 different drawings. I have this one, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those hands. So I just want to keep this one on the screen. So what it can do is go to Shift plus and just make it all the way out like that. All right, and it's going to stay, that hand is going to stay there until I change it. Now to change it is brilliant. Watch this. So we're going to have it go out like this. We're going to set another keyframe where it's going to go forward. So right in here we'll put another keyframe, and we'll go to that shoulder, and we'll get that kind of, find that, and we'll bring that over like that. And so now we have him kind of moving over like this. And we're going to bend his arm. Right now it's just moving his arm over there, but we're going to be bending his arm right here. So you can either grab this and pull it up like that, or you can pull this down like that to kind of angle it more. And this is for rubber hose, so it feels like a rubber hose kind of animation. So it's kind of going up like that. And we might even bend this even more this way. So he's going to go up like this, and he's going to snap to a straighter thing. So let's put another keyframe here, and we'll bring this down like that. Okay, now the best thing to do here is when you're moving an arm and you want it to turn into, say you want it to go into a different pose, you never want to stop and just make the hand change like this. You don't want it to change like suddenly it just stops and it boink like that. So say we want it to go like that. See, it looks like that's not so bad. It kind of looks like he goes into it. But another thing you can do is as he's kind of moving up into something like this, you know, before he snaps into that, you know, you can change it there. So it feels like it's changed already. Now, how did I do that? How did I change that? Well, remember, you have a library here, and there's my hand. So right now, that's the first one, and this is like the fourth one. And to change anything on a hand, it's called a drawing substitution, right? That's what that says right up there. So what you're doing is you're substituting to the next one by using on your keyboard. If you look at the P and there's a bracket, but it's like a straight line and then a kind of a diagonal line. In between those two keys, there's the bracket key. And the bracket key, you can click on those either direction. It's going to go through your series. And you can change your hand to whatever you want. So that's just a way of animating the hand and the arm. And this is using rubber hose method. Again, rubber hose, you can have fun with it. Maybe you have a character that you want to have, you know, be really kind of an older type character, or just a goofy character or something like that. You can just set these keys and, you know, you can change his look here by having him go like this. And then as he goes this way, you know, you can go into this one and change that one. You can also bring this back down this way. And you can even change his hand as he starts to go this way. We can change that hand. So it's almost like a pointing, and then like before he gets out of this, you could go to a different hand. Remember, you have to click on the hand to actually move it, to change it. So in this case, maybe we'll have something like that. So it's like he's going like that. So that gives you a nice rubbery kind of arm. You can also use it for legs as well. And you can also use it for, you know, like tufts of hair. If you have a character that has tufts of hair that you just want to move a little occasionally, you can use it like that. Just build it into it. So anyway, that's a rubber hose, and that's using a curved deformer.